So here we'll write a JDBC program. So this is a Java program actually. This is a Java program. Okay. So why you are writing this Java program is we have a backend database. So there is a database. So let us assume this is a MySQL database. So this is a MySQL database. In the same manner, we have one more database called Oracle. We have one more database called Oracle. Of course, both MySQL as well as Oracle are the same family. Both are of same family of Oracle. Okay, you need not worry about the database. So there is one more database called Postgres. So why I'm talking about this Postgres is in the current era. So everywhere you could able to see migrations due to a cloud ఎక్కువ అయిపోయింది. సో ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుందంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ కంపల్సరీ ఫర్ ఎవ్రీ వన్ టు లెర్న్ దిస్ Postgres database. Postgres అనేది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఎందుకంటే what all applications you take, banking applications, health department, security, whatever you take, you're going to depend on a database called Postgres because this Amazon websites or Amazon cloud is not supporting this Oracle or MySQL. They are what the current database what they are doing is they're converting everything to Postgres. Okay, it is very easy actually. So అది ఎలా ఈజీ అని అంటే ఇట్స్ వెరీ సింపుల్ థింగ్. వి యూస్ CSV ఫైల్స్ టు కన్వర్ట్ Oracle database ఫైల్స్ టు Postgres. దట్స్ అదంతా మనకు అవసరం. సో వీ హ్యావ్ మల్టిపుల్ డేటాబేసెస్ లైక్ దిస్. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ నా ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటంటే మై జావా program should communicate with Oracle database. It should communicate with MySQL database. It should communicate with Postgres database. So how it has to communicate? So let us assume this. So this Java program is me. So I want to go to different locations as a summer vacation. Summer vacation. So this is one country. So US there is another guy. So okay. So what we'll do here, when you have this three different databases, okay, let us assume these are three different locations. So I have to visit three different locations. So I cannot, one single fellow cannot go to three different locations at the same time. But I can switch between the locations by taking some time. So here what will happen? So if I want to go from here to, so let us assume this is another location. From here to here I have to. So what I'll do is I'll take the help of a driver. So I'll take the help of a driver. So let us assume I'm using a vehicle called car. A car meaning a car what? So three different cars I have. One car will go to this location, and one car will go to this location, and one car will drive me to this location. So for each and every car, I'll have a driver. So I'll call this driver as Oracle driver. Call this as Oracle driver. So if I want to go to a MySQL database, I'll use MySQL driver. So the driver cannot be same for all the database. If I take a Postgres, I'll have a Postgres driver. So it depends. So these drivers will help me to communicate with particular database. So there will be one more. I cannot directly communicate with this Oracle driver or MySQL driver or Postgres driver. What I will do is I'll use a software component which is called driver manager. Called a driver manager. This manager will manage all this data, all these drivers. Call it a driver manager. ఇప్పుడు మనం కూడా అంతే కదా, మనం ఏదైనా కాలేజ్ బస్ యూజ్ చేయాలంటే we do not know which bus number will take to my home or something like that. So what I have to do is I have to ask the driver manager which bus is allocated to which location. Okay, in the same manner, so I'll be writing a Java program to communicate with Oracle. Then I'll send a request to this driver manager. driver manager, I want to go to Oracle database. Then this driver will tell, sir, there is a driver called Oracle driver. You please use him so that you will navigate to a database called Oracle. Is it clear? At least one.
So,
Okay. So again, if the same Java program wants to communicate with this MySQL, I'll just intimate like a driver manager, I have to go to MySQL. Okay. So there is another driver called MySQL driver. Please use this driver in your program so that you lead to your MySQL database. So next I want to go to Postgres database. So what he'll tell, sir, please use Postgres driver in your program so that you'll go to this Postgres database. So here what is very important is the Java program, what you write, and the driver manager components. The driver manager is a software component which will help you to communicate with the database with the help of a driver. So for each and every database, you'll have a respective driver. So ఈ drivers అన్ని నేను ఎలా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి? You need not by heart all these drivers. What you have to do is once you install your MySQL, you will know what type of driver has to be used for a JDBC program. So something like we have used MySQL connector jar or connector jar whatever. So that is this connector jar will have this driver called com.mysql.jdbc.drive. Okay, I'll show you now. So bean content so we are going to write a program like this. You're going to write a program, a Java program like this. So you're writing a program and you'll ask the driver, you'll create a driver manager, and this driver manager will connect you to this Oracle or MySQL or Postgres, depends upon your request based on the driver what you use. Suppose if you use a MySQL driver, you cannot navigate to Oracle, because for Oracle, if you want to communicate with Oracle, you have to use Oracle driver. If you want to communicate with MySQL, you have to use MySQL driver. If you want to communicate with Postgres, you have to use Postgres driver. So this is how we are going to write a program. Okay. So sir, so there is one more. Let me save this. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేద్దాం అంటే అసలు ఎన్ని డ్రైవర్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఏంది ఆ కథ ఏంది. సో టోటల్లీ ఇన్ ద మార్కెట్ వీ హ్యావ్ plenty of vendors. ఎవరెవరు ఉన్నారు vendors చూడండి. See, it depends on చూడండి what type of company you are working. So suppose you are working for IBM. So for IBM itself, there is a database called DB2. So there is a database called DB2. Next, if you are using Oracle, so Oracle itself having Oracle and MySQL. You have MySQL also. And if you use Solaris, so you have a database called Solaris. Suppose if you are using Microsoft, you has MS Access. Okay. So it depends on the type of vendor you use. So suppose if your vendor is Oracle, then you're going to use this Oracle and MySQL. So we are not worried about a DB2 or something like this. So you need not worry about this. So there are different kinds of vendors in the market, and each and every vendor, so vendor in the sense a database vendor and a database manufacturer, whatever. Now today we are not worried about all this because we were in the cloud era. So we were not worried what type of backend database it should be. Okay, it depends on the cloud what you request. Suppose if you take an Amazon data cloud, then definitely you have to use a backend database called Postgres. Suppose if you take Microsoft Azure, even this Azure is giving a right path for using this Oracle as well as MySQL. If at all, if you take a ServiceNow cloud is itself giving its own database. If you take an IBM cloud, IBM Cloud is something like what we call that. IBM Cloud, I don't know. I will not remember. So even this IBM Cloud is providing its own database called DB2. So it depends on what cloud you are taking. Okay. So you will leave about all this. So there are different kinds of vendors and we have different kinds of databases. Okay. Next. Next, what we'll do is we'll see what are the drivers. So what are the different types of drivers we have. See, totally we have 256 drivers. Total ga manaki oka 256 drivers in the market. So these 256 drivers were being categorized into four parts. Four parts, Jason. It depends on the type of location you are using the database. And a database location in the whether the database is in your system or whether it is in a server or whether it is in your cloud or whether it is in your some unknown location. So it depends on that. So you have categorized these 256 drivers into four categories. Four categories, Jason. So a category is ఏంటంటే first driver is so the first driver is JDBC ODBC bridge driver. JDBC జాగ్రత్త గుర్తుపెట్టుకో ODBC bridge driver. Bridge driver. The next one is vendor specific driver, which is also called native driver. Native API driver. The third one is network API. The last one is SYN API. సో ఇక్కడ నేను ఒక పేరు చెప్పాను. నేనేం చెప్తానంటే వాడి యొక్క ఫంక్షనాలిటీని బేస్ చేసుకుని ఐ వాస్ గివింగ్ ది నేమ్స్ టు మై డ్రైవర్స్. Functionality, based on the functionality I am giving the drivers. So when I say it is JDBC ODBC bridge driver, native API driver, network API driver, SYN driver. Okay, we'll modify this again. అంటే ముందు మనం వీటి యొక్క అర్థాలు తెలుసుకుని తర్వాత మన యొక్క వాటి యొక్క మెయిన్ గా టెక్స్ట్ బుక్స్ ఎలా చెప్తారో ఏంటో చూద్దాం. So here this first driver and the second driver are not pure Java drivers. Okay, this is these two. This first driver JDBC ODBC bridge driver and native API driver. These drivers are not a pure Java drivers. When it comes to this third driver or a fourth driver, so these drivers are also called as type 1 driver, type 2 driver, type 3 driver, and type 4 driver. Type 3 and type 4 are pure Java drivers. So these are pure Java drivers. See, what is the meaning of pure Java driver and not pure Java drivers? So let us see the definition of pure Java drivers and not pure Java drivers. ఇక్కడ ఏం జరుగుతుందంటే we'll take one more online page. ఈ బోర్డు లేకపోవడం చాలా కష్టం కదా. So what is happening here? Okay, we'll open this. Okay, if you see this, we are writing a Java program and you are using one type of driver, depends on the type of your database, and you are communicating with the backend database. This is what happened. Okay, so suppose this driver instead of Oracle driver, if you are using JDBC ODBC bridge driver, also you can communicate with Oracle. You can use a JDBC ODBC bridge driver to communicate with Oracle database. You can use the same driver for communicating with almost all the databases we have. Okay, not for all, but you can communicate. So what is happening here? If at all, if you are using this JDBC ODBC bridge driver and you are writing a Java program, అంటే మనం ఏం చేయాలంటే ఇప్పుడు ఒక జావా ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాయాలి. ఆ జావా ప్రోగ్రామ్ లో ఈ JDBC ODBC bridge driver అనేది యూస్ చేయాలి. Whenever you are using that, what is happening? This JDBC ODBC bridge driver is not developed with programming language called Java. అది జావా ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ లాంగ్వేజ్ తో డెవలప్ చేసిన డ్రైవర్ కాదు. It was developed with some native API calls, something like C and C++. అంటే ఏమైతుంది? This, if at all, if you are using this JDBC ODBC bridge driver and if you are communicating with the backend database, then you are writing a Java program which has to depend on some C program calls like C and C++ calls. అంటే చూడటానికి ఇది జావా లానే ఉంటది కాబట్టి, బట్ ఇంటర్నల్లీ దీస్ వర్ డెవలప్డ్, ఇంటర్నల్లీ దీస్ డ్రైవర్స్ వర్ డెవలప్డ్ విత్ C and C++. C తోను C++ తోను డెవలప్ చేసిన డ్రైవర్ అది. సో వాట్ ఈస్ హ్యాపెనింగ్? యువర్ జావా ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఇది ఎలా ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది? If at all, if it is written with C and C++, how your Java is executing? Because in your JVM, in a Java virtual machine, you have a component called native API calls. native API అనేది ఒక కాంపోనెంట్ ఉంది. ఆ నేటివ్ API ఏం చేస్తుందంటే ఎప్పుడైనా సరే if a user or a developer is using other than Java program, even then JVM is going to execute that particular program. But what is the difficulty is, if at all, if you are getting some error, it will be a very difficult task for a developer to rectify it, because you are making your Java to depend on C++, and if you are getting an error in that, it will be a very difficult task to solve. But implementing this JDBC ODBC bridge driver for communicating with the backend database is very simple, when compared with the other drivers. Using first driver itself, you can communicate very nicely with the backend database. But the difficulty is when you get an error, an error, then it will be difficult for you to solve that particular issue. Actually, JDBC ODBC bridge అనేది ఎట్లా స్టార్ట్ అయిందంటే, so before we have this Java, before 1995, what happened is all the vendors were like were very competitive. So every user friend, what we call this, every application developers were looking for databases. Then everyone is fighting for their UI developers. So what is happening? This Microsoft has created an open group and they have developed one driver which is suitable for all the vendors at that particular moment of time, and that is called this JDBC ODBC bridge driver. So here, please send me that attendance. Next, ala create ainde ee JDBC ODBC bridge driver. This is not a pure Java driver, because this JDBC ODBC bridge driver is internally developed with C and C++. So we are not going to use this driver in this curriculum. And next, coming to native API. So native API, or we can also call this as vendor specific API. Vendor specific API అంటే ఇప్పుడు Oracle వాడు ఉన్నాడు. If you want to communicate with Oracle database, Oracle organization will give you some inputs. Inputs in the sense, he will give you your application programming interface. API వాడే ఇస్తాడు. వాడే ఇచ్చి, అంటే ఇప్పుడు suppose if I want to write a Java program, JDBC program, I will refer Java API. So instead of referring to Java API, if I want to communicate with Oracle, what I have to do is, if I'm using this vendor specific API, I have to follow Oracle's API in order to communicate with backend database. Next, if I want to communicate with IBM database like DB2, IBM vendor will give me an API where I have to write my Java program by following his API to communicate with backend database. So, appudu emaitundante vendor specific API use cheyalsi vastadi. Suppose you have your own database, మీకే database ఉంది, మీరే ఒక XYZ database create చేస్తారు. So if I want to communicate with that XYZ database, you are going to give me an API. You are going to give me an instructions how to write my program to communicate with you. So that is happening. So even this is also having the same C and C++ network calls, and there are other programmings also which cannot completely executed by a Java. So these are not pure Java drivers. And what is the location of the database? అంటే ఈ డ్రైవర్స్ ఎప్పుడు వాడాలి అంటే when the database is in your system, మీ సిస్టంలో ఆ డేటాబేస్ ఉండాలి. అంటే ఒరాకల్ లేదా MySQL అనేది మీ సిస్టంలో ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసుకోవాలి, అప్పుడే మీరు ఈ డ్రైవర్స్ యూజ్ చేయగలుగుతారు. When it comes to pure Java drivers like network protocol, we call it as actually network protocol API driver and thin driver, thin API, thin driver అనొచ్చు, thin API అనుకుంటా thin driver అనొచ్చు. So network protocol అని అంటే the database is not in your system, it's not in your local server, it is somewhere in the cloud. ఎక్కడో cloud లో ఉంది database. If you want to communicate with that particular database, you can use this third driver called network API driver or network protocol driver. Network protocol driver is a suitable name actually. So when the database is not in your system or not in your local server, if at all, if it is in somewhere in an unknown location, then you can use this driver. What is the main advantage of this driver is, if at all, if you are using this driver, you have to have some knowledge on middleware technologies. కొన్ని middleware technologies యొక్క knowledge ఉండాలి. Then only you could able to write a Java program to communicate with the backend database. And one more advantage with this protocol is you can switch between databases however you want. So okay program, so if I want to communicate with Oracle, MySQL, parallel if I want to switch between the databases, it is possible with this type 3 driver called network protocol driver. And we are going to use this particular driver which is called thin driver. It is similar like driver, first driver, ODBC bridge driver, but this entire driver was developed with Java. So you will not get any issue with this driver. And here the location of the database could be in your system or in the local server or in the known location of you. Ante meeku location teliste you can go with this thin driver. If you know the location of the, suppose ఇప్పుడు క్లౌడ్ అంటే buckets లోనే స్టోరేజ్ అనేది చూస్తారు. If you know the database of your bucket, then you can simply use this thin driver. So suppose if you do not know which bucket you are using the database, then you can go with the network protocol driver by implementing some middleware technologies, and you can communicate with that. Okay, ఎవరికైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే అడగండి. డౌట్స్ సిఆర్ డౌట్స్ ఎవరికి ఏ డౌట్స్ లేదా చెప్పండి. మళ్ళీ చెప్తా వినండి. We have 4 drivers. One is JDBC ODBC bridge driver and native API driver, network protocol API driver and thin driver. These two are not pure Java drivers because these drivers were not developed with Java, they were developed with C and C++, and these two drivers were developed with Java programming language, so we call it as pure Java drivers. Suppose if you are using this, we will have a problem while executing some program. So in order to avoid that, please use a pure Java drivers like driver type 3 driver and type 4 driver. Type 3 driver, if you want to use type 3 driver, you should have some middleware technologies also. You should have a knowledge of middleware technologies. If at all, if you are using a thin driver, if at all, if you are using a thin driver, then you can communicate with the backend database if the database is in your system or in your local system or in your known location in the cloud. So look, this is how you are going to write a program. ఇలా ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాస్తాం. ఇప్పుడు ఇదంతా కూడా మనం దేని గురించి డిస్కస్ చేసినామంటే దిస్ డ్రైవర్స్, ఈ డ్రైవర్ గురించి డిస్కస్ చేసినాం. ఈ డ్రైవర్ ఎలాంటి డ్రైవర్ వాడతారు, ఫస్ట్ డ్రైవర్ వాడతారా, సెకండ్ డ్రైవరా, థర్డా, ఫోర్త్, సో ఇట్ డిపెండ్స్. సో ఫర్ ఫస్ట్ డ్రైవర్ దిస్ ఒరాకల్ డ్రైవర్ అంటే ఒరాకల్ డ్రైవర్ అని ఇక్కడ వాడాను, కానీ ఏ డ్రైవర్ అది, ఫస్ట్ డ్రైవరా, సెకండ్ డ్రైవరా, థర్డ్ డ్రైవరా, ఫోర్త్ డ్రైవర్, ఇట్ డిపెండ్స్. ఓకే, సో ఎవ్రీ టైమ్ we'll use the fourth driver, the thin driver, which is a pure Java driver, which requires no middleware. Middleware technology is optional. If you know the if you have a Java knowledge, you can write this. Even this you are using in industry. Industry lo kuda meer ive use chestaru. Network API అనేది ఎవరు యూజ్ చేస్తారంటే కొంచెం మిడిల్వేర్ టెక్నాలజీస్ సెల్ఫ్ డేట్ వాళ్ళే యూజ్ చేస్తారు. The rest of the part, the rest of the Java developers will use only thin API. Thin API అనేది యూజ్ చేస్తారు. ఓకేనా? సో ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే అడగండి. If you have any doubts, please ask. No doubts.
Sir, explain native API.
Native API, very good. So native API అనేది ఏంటంటే నాకు ఇప్పుడు ఒరాకిల్ డేటాబేస్ ఉంది ఇక్కడ. సో ఇక్కడ ఒరాకిల్ డేటాబేస్ ఉంది. నేను ఇప్పుడు ఈ జావా ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాయాలి. సో ఒరాకిల్తో కమ్యూనికేట్ అవ్వేటప్పుడు నేను ఏం చేయాలి? ఇక్కడ జావా ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఎలా రాస్తానంటే ఐ విల్ బి యూజింగ్ అన్ ఏపీఐ కాల్డ్ జావా ఏపీఐ. సో జనరల్లీ నేను ఒక జావా ఏపీఐ యూజ్ చేసి ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాస్తాను. కానీ if at all if you are using this native API, I'm not going to use the Java API for writing this program, because this Oracle will give me an API. I have to follow. I'll tell you, Oracle is having a second driver which is a second driver on the native API driver. Oracle ఒక్కదానికే ఉంది. MySQL కి లేదు, Postgres కి లేదు, మళ్ళీ database IBM కి ఉంది. There are few vendors which are having second driver, which are using second driver even today. వీళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారంటే నువ్వు జావా ఏపీఐ ఫాలో అవుతూ నువ్వు ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాయడానికి నేనే నీకు ఏపీఐ ఇస్తాను. యూ ఫాలో దట్ ఏపీఐ అండ్ యూ జస్ట్ కమ్యూనికేట్ విత్ మీ. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ దిస్ నేటివ్ ఏపీఐ విల్ టెల్. అండర్స్టూడ్? యూ ఆర్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు ఫాలో అ జావా ఏపీఐ టు రైట్ ది ప్రోగ్రామ్. Oracle will give you an API or DB2 will give you an API. We have to follow that application programming interface of that particular vendor, and that vendor specific API we have to follow for writing our program to communicate with their databases. Not all vendors will have this second driver. ఇప్పుడు MySQL అనే దానికి సెకండ్ డ్రైవర్ లేదు. దిస్ is having only fourth driver. Oracle is having first, second, third and fourth drivers. ఇప్పుడు the second driver యూజ్ చేసి Oracle తో కమ్యూనికేట్ కావాలంటే it will give you an API called Aura HCI. Aura HCI అనే ఒక vendor specific API మనకి ఇస్తుంది. ఆ ఏపీఐ ఫాలో అవుతూ మనం జావా ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాయాలి, అండ్ దట్ ఈస్ హౌ విల్ కమ్యూనికేట్ విత్ Oracle. అండర్స్టూడ్?
Sir.
Okay, we'll stop it here. We'll continue tomorrow, and all of you try to understand this. Try to understand. And tomorrow I'll be teaching you program for select as well as non-select. After that we'll start JS.